So, you ever been in this situation? You're out there riding along, enjoying your e-bike, listening to a few tunes, fielded a few calls, and you finally got that navigation app figured out. So now you've ventured out further than you ever have before. Or maybe you're at a new place. And then all of a sudden, boom, the phone goes dead. You know, most of your e-bikes nowadays, they have their own USB ports. And so if you get you a cable, you can charge your phone or your lights or your camera, whatever you need to charge. Now, one of the first things you need to do this is get into your settings. And as you can see, my USB port is turned on. So we're going to come back. I want to go ahead and, on this particular bike, it happens to be right at the display. There's also one on my battery. But your bike, it might be somewhere else. And you just take your cord. This one here is a C port. USB, and we are charging our phone right now. That would sure help us out in some situations. Now, how well does it actually charge? Because you're only putting out about 1 amp from this. Well, I run some tests the other day. So let's go ahead and follow along with me, and we'll find out just how well it works. We're going to have several GPS apps running. Probably going to run some Pandora at the same time. I know there's going to be at least 2 GPS apps running the entire time, possibly 3. And we're going to be going for about 3 or 4 hours today. So we're going to see how this works to keep everything charged up well. So we are holding at 97%. I believe it was at about 97% when I plugged it in. I thought it was 100, but it must have lost 3% in a big hurry and then lost nothing, because first time I looked at it, it was at 97, and it's still there now. And we've been, I guess, 3.5, 4 miles. We've got, I believe it's 3 apps working on here. So we dropped down to 92% on the batteries. Now I will say, or on the phone battery, I will say that the bike turned itself off after a while. We were down there just kind of enjoying the quarry, taking a look around there and whatnot, and the bike turns itself off after, I believe it's 5 minutes. And so it wasn't charging at that time, but we're still, like I said, we've lost, I'm gonna say 5%. Running 2 kind of power using apps and another app that really doesn't use a whole lot, but it is running. So it's maintaining it pretty good, but you're not going to be able to charge it up if it goes dead and start using it and making phone calls and using up your data, that's for sure. So we are 1 hour and 50 minutes into it, and we've dropped down to 90% on the phone, charging it up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all but the 2 GPS apps that are open. We're going to go ahead and drop the others. And so we're just going to leave those on, and we'll see how it goes from there. But we're 13 miles, and it's been a very leisure 13 miles. It's taken us almost 2 hours to get 13 miles. So it's been very leisure. But sometimes that's what it's about. Okay, we're right at 24.7 miles. We've been 3 hours and 30 minutes. Our phone battery is at 80%. And yeah, we've had 2 apps running, GPS apps, so they've been on the entire time. And so I have no problem with this keeping my phone charged up. Now the question is going to be, what would it do for the camera? And of course, I've got the camera on my chest mount right now. That would be that same deal of getting connected back to the bike again. So we would have to go back to the handlebar mount for that. But yeah, I'd say it's a big plus where it works pretty well. So that's going to do it for charging up your phone or your camera or your lights with your e-bike. It can certainly be done, but what you got to do is just run it from the very beginning. And I'm running mine all the time now. I just keep that cable with me and run it, and it works pretty well that way. Gotta hold on for just a second. Take this. Hello. Hey, how you doing? No, I'm just finishing up a video for YouTube. No, don't worry about it. I'll just hold on for a second, and no, my battery is fine. I've got all kinds of battery on my phone. Don't worry a bit about that. Just give me a second. All right, Internet, I got to take this call. But hey, until the next time, stay safe, God bless, and keep them wheels turning. Once again, we're out. Yeah, what's up? Okay.